Hi, Neil here with Covers Camo, your source for custom seat covers. Today we're doing an install on the 2015 Jeep Wrangler, and we're doing this in the Cryptek Raid pattern for both the insert and trim. It's going to be an awesome looking set. I'll show you how to install the whole thing and give you some recommendations as you do this on your Jeep as well. Okay, first piece that we're going to show you how to do is the hard console cover. So there's the console here in this Wrangler. I'm going to pop this over. Right here, there's this little elastic is towards the front. Pop that up like that, right there. Next up is the backrest cover. We're doing the passenger side first here. So all you do is you just open up the bottom, you pull it on top right here, and then for these pieces right here, what I've done is I've taken this plastic fiber stick tool and tucked that around, and it pops. So there was a pre-cutout for that headrest post right there, and that just pops over that piece. So that's how it should finish out. And you, again, use your fiber stick tool that's included in the kit there, and that pops over like that. Now you pull this front down, and also I knew that this was the passenger side because there's an airbag cutout. There's 3 Velcro pieces on the outside here, and that is for the airbag, and if that ever needs to deploy, it's airbag compatible. Okay, so I know that's the outside section, that's the passenger side here. Okay, so then once you get that on right here, then you push this down. It's gonna be real tight to help with that. Fold this forward and it opens up the seat just a little bit more. You're going to push that felt through, and it's going to come around to the back side and stick to Velcro. We'll show you that next. So there's that felt right there. And what's going to happen is you're going to push that felt through, pull it nice and tight, okay? And then it's going to come up and stick onto this Velcro right here, okay? So again, what I'm going to do is pull that felt up, take that Velcro down, and stick it on right there. Do that whole thing, stick it on all the way across, so then you get it to stick down nice and tight. You just take that extra fabric from the original seat and it just kind of wraps up inside of that, okay? So then, and then there's gonna be this flap that just kind of goes down and covers over there for people's feet and just kind of covers over that. Okay, next we're gonna do is the headrest cover. So at the very beginning, I had already taken out these 2 front headrests, but to do that, you just need to press these 2 buttons. There's 2 little, this one's a little bit harder to press on the inside right there, but this outside one, you just press those, the headrest pops out right there. And now we're grabbing the headrest cover. This is the front, is the hook Velcro, and it's the longer piece, so that's gonna be the front side. And we're gonna pop this on, going through right there. Now we're gonna do the bottom section here. This is again on the passenger side, and the passenger side, the inside here has this little cutout right here for the seatbelt. So it's gonna go, seatbelt's gonna go through that cutout. And then just getting this all lined up here. I like to get it all lined up and pretty smooth before I push through this piece here, because once you push that through, it becomes pretty difficult to adjust around. Okay, I got that lined up pretty good right there now. Now what we're gonna do is push this piece right here through that space of the two, the backrest and the bottom. And again, it's pretty tight. So what you're gonna wanna do is just pop this forward a little bit. That's gonna help open that up just a little bit. It's still pretty tight. This is when you really want to be wearing gloves, because it can beat up your hands a little bit as you're pushing all this through right there. Okay, so those are pushed through. I'm also going to take this string, pass that behind right there, and then take this string here as well on the outside right here, and this just gets pass on the outside as well. So once you've pushed this through here, you're gonna wanna get it nice and tight. You can check the front before you stick this down, because once you stick this Velcro down right here, again, there's Velcro, and that's gonna stick to the seat carpet. It's really tough to move this around once you get it down. So I've already checked the front side, it's looking good. And so again, what we're gonna do is just stick that down to the carpet right there. And again, you wanna make sure that it's not just this front. Sometimes I see people stick down like just this side and that one's still kind of at a slant. You want this all level right here. That's gonna make sure that things look good up on the front. Okay, so now I've got that through. We're gonna take this middle strap right here. There's 3 straps. These 2 outside ones go up to front buckles. This middle strap goes to something solid underneath the seat and then back to the buckle itself. So I'm gonna do that one first. I'm gonna go underneath, go to a solid piece, and really what I'm looking for is like a metal bar underneath here, or often, sometimes there's some solid hard plastic that is connected to these little bars. Those bars are springs, so it's really a kind of a metal spring that I'm looking for right there. Going through the middle one right there, then going through the outside one. Okay, that's how you do these buckles. It's gonna be the same method that we're gonna do all these buckles with. Okay, so that's gonna cinch down right there, and that's just to keep the seat from ever sliding forward. Okay, so I got that down snug pretty good right there. I'm gonna just take this extra, just tuck it underneath another spring underneath the seat just to get it out of the way. Now these 2 outside ones, we're gonna pass those towards the front. Pass it all the way up. Same thing here, passing it all the way up to the front. And now while we're here on the back side, we're also gonna do this string right here. Okay, so this string, I'm gonna tie 1 loop over here. Okay, so there's 1 loop right there. I undid all the knots before we got started here. It's gonna come with some knots, and I just like undoing all those before you get started. So you got a loop here, and then I'm gonna loop this next one through right there, and then it's gonna pull tight. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that snug, and again, you don't have to crank super hard on these. It is possible to break these strings if you're cranking real hard. It just needs to be snug. And it just keeps, it's more for aesthetics. It just keeps the corners from going down straight and just kind of hugs the corners of the seat cover up to the seat. Okay, so I'm just tying that off here. Any extra, again, you can reach up underneath, tuck it up to underneath a spring just to get it out of the way. Okay, so that's backside's done there, and then when I just tuck this out of the way so there's better view, but now that flap can come down, and again, that flap is just so that way this felt isn't showing, and so it keeps the dirt off of that felt. So it's just a little guard right there, it just kind of hangs down. Now we're gonna go to the front and do those buckles up there. Okay, so now that we pass up these straps right here from the back, they're gonna come up and then go through these buckles. And again, this method right here is just going through this middle and then the outside slots, and then as you pull that tight, I'm gonna compress up here with one hand. So I like compressing the seat a little bit, just to kind of pull that, make sure everything is snug and tight right there. You don't have to do it too, you don't want to crank on it too hard, because then you can kind of get some lines in the seat going down. But you just want it snug. You can do the same thing to the other buckle. So that finishes the passenger side here and that hard console lid. You do the same steps that we just did on this passenger side, repeat that for your driver's side. So now we're gonna do the back seat here on this 2015 Jeep Wrangler. And it's a 60/40 back seat, so you can see that the 40 section is over here. I've already installed that one because the steps are the same of what I'm gonna show you here on the 60 section. Also, something to keep a note of is these headrests do not remove out of the seats here. They just fold back like that. So just keep that in mind. A lot of our other videos show you how to remove headrests to do the install, but this one, the seats, the headrests don't remove. So I'm just gonna get the 60 section backrest right here. So this backrest piece has felt down here to Velcro, and then also there's a large Velcro seam right here. So I'm just gonna get that all opened up. I'm gonna fold this down a little bit right here. Come over. I'm also gonna need, there's Velcro up here that I need to open up to push that through the headrest section right there. The seat belt's gonna come out in front of the seat cover. Make sure you don't install the cover over the seat belt. That'll actually come out there. I'm going to attach a few of these Velcro pieces around the headrest right now. That'll help start to get things in place here. Okay, let's go there. This Velcro here will actually stick to the felt that we're going to push through in a second, but I'm just going to keep it in place for a second here. Again, pull that seat belt out in front of the seat cover. I'm going to start hooking this together right here now. Kind of trying to line that up and trying to keep things smooth as I do that too. Okay, good. Gonna push this felt through now. Okay, so there is this little tab of Velcro right here. It's soft, it's the loop Velcro, and it's gonna go and attach onto this last bit of hook Velcro down there. So I'm just gonna reach that over, stick that guy on right there, okay? And now we're about ready to pull this flat felt and then stick that Velcro onto it. But before we do that, I just want to double check everything's looking good up here. And it is. It's all looking smooth. So we're good now to do that. Okay, now I'm taking that felt, stuck it to that Velcro right there. I'm gonna pull this seatbelt up and out. Perfect, so there's the 60 section backrest is done now. We're gonna grab the headrest next. Okay, here's the headrest cover. Again, this headrest doesn't remove, so we're just gonna pull it up over here. And you can still try to compress the headrest a little bit. Usually I recommend doing that. You know, compress down as you're pulling this over. It does help to do that. Just kind of compress where you're pulling it. Again, the front side of this headrest was the wider Velcro tab. It's the hook Velcro is the front. That skinnier one is the back right there. Okay, that's all looking really good, lined up and smooth. Next, I'm just gonna pull these little pieces out so they're covering the corners down here. Okay, gonna push that Velcro through. Right there. Gonna pull that up tight, and then just fold this guy over right there. Okay. So then that'll still fold and function just how it should when you fold that headrest down right there. Now we have the 60 section bottom here to install. And here's the, again, 60 section is the larger section back here. And what I've done is I've just untied the knots that were in these strings to start out. And just gonna lay this down first and get it into place. And this string I'm just gonna push down through because it's gonna end up just tying off to this string underneath the seat. don't push this through until you get it all lined up. Okay, now I'm ready to push that through. That Velcro is just gonna stick to the carpet on the back side, back there. And just keep your hands with it until it sticks down, because that Velcro can catch the felt that's on the back seat there, and you don't want it to catch there. Okay, next thing is just push these straps through. But don't try to hook them down yet. Once we get this down here, now it's gonna open up a lot more space here, so then you can pull these straps all the way through here. Here's where you can check to make sure that the Velcro is all stuck down. And if you need to give it another little pull, now's the time to do that. As you can see, there's cutouts for the child seat attachments right there. Okay, so that's been accounted for, those child seat attachments. Same thing, there's two of them. There's one over there and one over here on this side. Okay, now I'm just gonna take these straps, pass those underneath the seat, because they need to come up to buckles up on the front. So those straps are getting passed underneath. Now, when I put this seat back up here, those straps will be down here ready for me to grab onto. So there's one strap there. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. So what I can start doing now is I can put these straps through the buckles, same method as we've done with the other buckles. In through the middle slot, out through the outside slot. Okay, I'm not gonna do it real tight just yet, but get them all hooked up, make sure things are looking good before I really tighten it down. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is take this string here. So this string is gonna come over to this side, and over here I'm first gonna tie off a little loop. So this is gonna be the end that I'm gonna do a loop on. Okay, so I got the loop there. Now this other guy, I'm gonna loop him through. And I'm just gonna, again, this is just to get these corners, just kind of hug those corners in a little bit more. Okay. Again, you don't have to crank real hard on these strings. Okay, they're meant to just kind of hug that in a little bit, right there. I'm gonna hold that while I tie it off right here. And this excess string, again, you could take scissors and cut some of this if you want, just kind of trim it up down here, or you can just take that extra and just kind of wad it up and then put it underneath some of these bars in the seat. It just gets it out of the way. Okay, now I'll just kind of finish tightening these down right there. So that's good, that's where I want that one. And then just gonna take this extra, hook it underneath a spring in the seat. That'll be fine. Again, you wouldn't really have to do that. It's just gets the straps out of the way for you in the future, so you're not if you put anything underneath here, then it just stays a little bit cleaner. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Again, this has been Neil here with Covers and Camo, your source for custom seat covers on the 2015 Jeep Wrangler install video. Fun video, thanks for joining me here. You can see more videos like this at our YouTube channel, YouTube/coversandcamo, and also go to the website, our website, coversandcamo.com, to pick out a set like this for your Jeep. Or if you're shopping around for another vehicle, it's gonna be an awesome set of seat covers. Give us a call if you have any need for recommendations on what colors would be good for your vehicle or how they're gonna look. I'm happy to give you our professional recommendation. Again, go to coversandcamo.com. Thanks.